Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Finn gets served divorce papers on The Bold and the Beautiful. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers say Steffy Forrester will continue her reign of terror and set her sights on her husband, Dr. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan. After all, it takes two to tango in lingerie, right? Tensions over Steffy's war against the Logans has been bubbling under the surface in the Sin marriage for a while now. Rumor has it divorce papers are coming down the pipeline. Could this be the beginning of the end of the Sin marriage on The Bold and the Beautiful? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's coming up next on B&B. Soap spoilers below. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, was in the wrong place at the wrong time in her itty-bitty bikini. Bold and Beautiful viewers know that Hope and Finn's romp was really just a risk misunderstanding. After Hope already tried to seduce Steffy's husband once, there's no way Steffy is going to ever believe that. That means Finn should be in as much hot water as Hope, right? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Finn will try to defend Hope after he learns that his wife has really fired her. His loyalty to Hope will only infuriate Steffy Forrester more and convince her that something is going on between her rival and her husband. At this point, Steffy is on the warpath, and there's nothing anyone can say or do to stop her. The Sin marriage has endured a fake death, a mother-in-law from hell, and a kidnapping. Hope tripping in her underwear could finally be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Rumor has it Dr. Finn will be served divorce papers before Thanksgiving. Even if Steffy doesn't pull the plug, there's a chance the good doctor could be the one who ends their relationship. Watching your wife run around bullying everyone probably is a huge turnoff. The late afternoon sun cast a golden hue over Los Angeles, painting the sleek lines of Forrester Creations with an almost ethereal glow. Inside the grand office of Dr. John Finn Finnegan, the warm ambience did little to soothe the cold chill settling in his chest. The day had been one of relentless noise, phone calls, consultations, endless patient reports. Yet it all faded to an ominous quiet as Finn stared at the unexpected manila envelope in his hands. He turned it over, reading the bold typeface of the courier service. His name was scrawled in neat, impersonal letters. Finn's heart drummed louder with every breath, each beat hammering into his ribs. The world outside the window seemed to pause, as if waiting for his next move. Hesitation gripped him, but curiosity soon overpowered it. He slid a finger under the seal and tore it open, revealing a sheaf of papers that would append everything he knew. Divorce papers. His name inked next to Steffy's, tethered only by the cold, sterile language of legal formalities. Finn's mind reeled, memories flashing in chaotic sequence. Steffy's laughter as they danced barefoot on the beach, their whispered confessions during sleepless nights, and the tender way she held their son Hayes, cradling their hopes and future in her arms. How had they reached this point? Their love had once felt indestructible, fortified by battles won against outside forces, schemes, manipulations, even his own secrets. The weight of reality pressed on his shoulders. He glanced at the signature, bold and deliberate. It was unmistakably Steffy's, a mark that cut deeper than any scalpel ever could. Finn. The familiar voice belonged to Hope Logan, who stood at the doorway, her expression shifting from casual to concerned as she noted the crumpled paper in his hand and the pale strain in his jawline. "Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost." He forced a brittle smile. "I'm fine, Hope. Just news I wasn't expecting." Her eyes, wide and sympathetic, scanned his face for cracks in the facade. The office's quiet tension seemed to stretch as she took a step closer, the soft click of her heels echoing in the sterile room. Finn swallowed hard, folding the papers in half and setting them on his mahogany desk. He reached for composure as though it were an item misplaced and long forgotten. "It's Steffi, isn't it?" Hope's voice was more of a statement than a question. She knew the telltale signs, the haunted look, the shadowed eyes. After all, this was Los Angeles, where relationships combusted under the weight of lies, betrayals, and fierce passion. Finn exhaled, a slow, shuddering breath that seemed to release some of the tension coiled in his chest. "She's filing for divorce." The words felt foreign on his tongue, heavy with disbelief. "I didn't see it coming. I thought we were working through things." Hope's brow creased, her usual composure tinged with sadness. "I'm so sorry, Finn. I know how much you love her." And he did. Every fiber of him had fought for her, cherished her. But love, as he was beginning to understand, was not always enough. Too many cracks had fractured their world. The secrets surrounding Sheila Carter's manipulations, the lies they told each other to shield fragile truths. Finn felt the ache of those unhealed wounds more intensely now than ever. "I thought we could rebuild," he murmured, almost to himself. "After everything, after forgiving what I didn't think I could, I thought there was a way." Hope's gaze softened, filled with a quiet empathy. She had faced her own turbulent loves, and perhaps that gave her words weight. Sometimes it's not about who's right or wrong, or who loves whom more. Sometimes it's just too much pain, too many memories to sort through. Finn nodded absently, eyes tracing the elegant lines of the divorce papers. The stark black ink of the legal jargon felt cold, even sinister, binding in its finality. The room felt smaller, suffocating. He longed to escape the confines, to breathe air that wasn't tainted by betrayal. A soft chime interrupted their silence, his phone lighting up with Steffi's name. It was as though the universe was mocking him, dangling the very source of his torment right in front of him. He picked it up, fingers trembling. "Finn?" Steffi's voice was a mix of steel and melancholy. The sound that had once been his home now felt foreign, sharp enough to cut. "I'm sorry you had to find out this way. I wanted to be there when you received it." "Why?" His voice cracked, betraying him. "Why now, Steffi? We were supposed to fix this." A long pause, filled with the sound of two people breathing miles apart. When she spoke, the resolve in her tone was undeniable. "Because some things can't be fixed, no matter how much we want them to be. It's not just about forgiveness, Finn. It's about moving forward, and I can't do that with the weight of everything that's happened between us." Finn closed his eyes, willing the sting to pass, the lump in his throat to dissolve. He knew, deep down, that she was right. Their love was tangled with too many shadows, and the past had a way of gripping tightly, refusing to let go. "Tell Hayes." His voice broke again, and he cleared it, gripping the edge of his desk, as if it were the only thing keeping him upright. "Tell him that his dad loves him more than anything in this world." "I will," Steffi whispered, and then the line clicked silent, leaving a chasm of unspoken words between them. The weight of the envelope on the desk felt heavier now, imbued with the memories of promises shattered and futures rewritten. Finn let out a long breath and stood, gazing out at the city sprawling beneath him. The skyline seemed indifferent, glittering in its relentless beauty. As the sun began its descent, he realized that healing was not an end but a journey, a path he would now have to walk alone.